Good afternoon, madam. Let us try to discuss one more grand test paper of JEE Mains, faster way. So the first question, the RMS value of the EMF is given by E is equals to 8 sine omega t plus 6 cos omega t will be equal to how much? C has given me the EMF. E is equals to your 8 into sine omega into t plus 6 into sine. This is cos of your, 6 into your cos of your omega t, isn't it? So E peak value means I can write, so make sure that you convert this one into yours. ERMS is given for me. So E peak I can write in terms of angle between both of them will be equal to how much for me? 90 degrees, sine and cos. So E value will be equal to your under root of your 8 square plus of your 6 square. That is equals to your 10 volt. So ERMS value will become how much better? ERMS is equals to E naught divided by root 2. So this is E naught. That is a 10 divided by root 2. 10 divided by root 2 is how much for me? 5 root 2 volts. So this should be 5 root 2 volts. Next one. A ball is spun with an angular acceleration alpha. So alpha is given for me. Second question. Alpha is equals to 6 into t square minus 2t, where t is in seconds, alpha is in radians per second square. If t is equal to 0, the ball has an angular velocity matlab omega. Omega is equals to 10 radians per second, and angular position theta is equals to 4 radians. The most appropriate expression for the angular position of the ball will be equal to how much? Alpha दे रखा है, तो then I can calculate the value from this one. Alpha can be written as of your d omega divided by dt is equals to 6 into t square minus of your 2t. So I can integrate your integral of dw. Integral of dw is equals to integral of your 6 into t square minus of 2t into your dt. तो इसमें से आपको क्या आ जाएगा बेटा? ओमेगा आ जाएगा. इंटीग्रल ऑफ dv is nothing but omega. या आप इसको ऐसा भी लिख सकते हैं. Omega can also be written as of your d theta divided by dt. ठीक है ना? तो ऐसा भी कर लीजिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. We can also get the relation from that one. Or else first I'll try to calculate the value of your omega. Integral of d omega will be equal to how much was it? Integral of d omega is equals to omega, that is equals to 6 into t square into your dt integral minus integral of 2t into your dt. So it is 6 integral of t square is nothing but equal to how much for me बेटा? ये कितना आ जाएगा? लिमिट्स कहाँ से कहाँ तक दे रखा है राइट नाउ फॉर मी? फ्रॉम इनिशियल एंगुलर वेलोसिटी इज हाउ मच फॉर मी? 10. फाइनल एंगुलर वेलोसिटी मान के चलो ओमेगा. ठीक है ना? सो ये हो गया इंटीग्रल ऑफ लिमिट. सो अपर लिमिट माइनस लोअर लिमिट, तो ये हो जाएगा -10 आ जाएगा यहाँ पर. सो इट इज माइनस ऑफ योर ओमेगा 10. तो ओमेगा -10 इज इक्वल्स टू, ये कितना आ जाएगा बेटा? इंटीग्रल ऑफ टी स्क्वायर इज नथिंग बट ऑफ योर 2t डिवाइडेड बाई योर 3t स्क्वायर. The formula na integral of x power of your n into dx will be equal to how much? Xn plus 1 divided by your n plus 1. So it is right now for me integral of t square, yani t 2 plus 1 will be 3 divided by 3. So this value will be integral of t square into d will be equal to t3 divided by 3 minus 2 और integral of t into dt will be equal to t square divided by 2. a2 a3 a2 यहाँ पर आ जाएगा. तो omega is equals to this will be equal to 10 plus this value will be equal to 2 into t cube minus of your t square. Then, now once I know the value of omega, you can calculate the value of your t theta. Omega is equals to your d theta divided by dt. D theta divided by dt is equals to 10 plus of your 2t cube minus of 3t square. So dt is equals to क्या हो जाएगा? 10 plus of your 2 into t cube minus of t square into your dt कर दीजिए. तो इनिशियली इसके पास कितना है 4, उसके बाद फाइनल थीटा. तो इंटीग्रल ऑफ dt will be equal to theta, minus आएगा 4, so it is theta minus 4 is equals to this will be 10 plus this will be t power 4 divided by 2 minus t cube divided by 3. तो -4 इधर चले जाएगा, तो थीटा will be equal to 4 plus 10 plus t power 4 divided by 2 minus t cube divided by 3. इंटीग्रल ऑफ 20 will be equal to your 20 होगा. ठीक है ना? तो थोड़ा सा बेसिक कैलकुलेशन है कर लीजिए, दैट विल गिव मी आउट. सो सम अराउंड b will be the answer for this one. Then check. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 देख लीजिए. A block of mass 2 kg is moving on a horizontal surface with a speed of 4 meter per second. Enters a rough surface ranging from x is equals to 0.5 meter to x is equals to 1.5 meter. The retarding force in this range of rough surface is related to distance by F is equals to minus of kx, where k की value दे रखा है 12 Newton per meter. The speed of the block as it just crosses the rough surface will be equal to your how much for me? So F is equals to your F is equals to given for me minus of k into your x. तो F is equals to ma लिख सकता हूँ minus of your k into your x. तो acceleration आ जाएगा minus of k into your x divided by mass. Mass is nothing but 2. और k की रेंज कितनी है बेटा राइट नाउ फॉर मी माइनस ऑफ योर k की वैल्यू इज गिवन एज ऑफ 12 into x divided by 2. That will be equal to minus 6x. Acceleration can be written as v into dv divided by dx is equals to minus of your 6x. So integral of v into your dv is equals to minus of integral of 6x into your dx. Limits will be half to your 2 by 2 time period. And this one is right now for me from 4 to your some v. ठीक है. लिमिट देखो ये 1 by 2 है 1.5 है 1.5 मतलब 3 by 2. ठीक है. अब इसका इंटीग्रेशन कर लीजिए तो विल गेट द आंसर फॉर दैट. I hope you can do this integration. Integral of v into dv is nothing but v square divided by 2 upper limit minus lower limit v square divided by your 4 square divided by 2 is equals to इसके अंदर integral of x into dx is nothing but equal to how much for me x square divided by 2 यानी minus of 6 by 2 बाहर आ जाएगा upper limit minus lower limit यानी 3 by 2 whole square minus of 1 by 2 का whole square. So it is v square minus 16 is equals to this one is 2 ones 2 gets cancelled, so this will be minus of your 6 into 3 square is 9 divided by 4 minus 1 by 4. तो ये हो गया v square is equals to इधर चले जाएगा तो 16 minus 6 into this value will be equal to some around 2. And as this 16 minus 2 6 is 12 16 minus 12 that will be equal to your v square is equals to 4 and v is equals to 2 meter per second. Calculation based ही था direct question. ठीक है ना. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. A current is made up of two components. I1 is equals to 4 root 2 sin omega t ampere and I2 is equals to 3 ampere. A hot wire meter measures the current. ये एक DC current है मेरे पास और एक direct current है. That means I need to use the component of the both of them to simplify the problem part. एक AC current है देखो because it is a sine function. Another one is right now for me a direct current है basically. तो fourth one के लिए लिख रहा हूँ मैं. So total current is a combination of current due to your AC plus of your current due to your DC जो भी है. So if it is I1 if I am taking 3, I2 will be equal to 4 into root 2 into sine of your omega into t. ठीक है ना. तो IRMS निकाल लीजिए इसमें से. IRMS square is equals to integral of 0 to t into your I square into your dt divided by integral of your dt. So that value will be equal to I की वैल्यू डाल दीजिए यहाँ पर पूरा integral of your 0 to t this value will be equal to 3 plus 4 into root 2 into sine of your omega into t का whole square into your dt divided by integral of your dt. ठीक है ना. So integral of dt मतलब क्या हो जाएगा कैपिटल T. ठीक है. अब इसको सिंप्लीफाई कर लीजिए इंटीग्रेट कर लीजिए दैट विल गिव मी द वैल्यू ऑफ योर IRMS करंट विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच. आई होप आई एम गिविंग दैट कैलकुलेशन फॉर यू. वो आप लोग एक बार कर लीजिए जल्दी से. क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 देख लीजिए. वाटर फॉल्स फ्रॉम ए 40 meter हाई डैम एट a rate of 9 into 10 power of your 4 kg per hour. 50% of gravitational potential energy can be converted into electrical energy using this hydroelectric energy. Number of 100 watt bulbs that can be lit will be equal to how much for me. अभी यहाँ पर देखो इसमें ठीक है. पोटेंशियल एनर्जी कितना है बेटा राइट नाउ फॉर मी. पावर का फॉर्मूला ले लेते हैं. पावर इज इक्वल्स टू योर एनर्जी डिवाइडेड बाय योर टाइम. वाटर फॉल्स फ्रॉम ए हाइट दे रखा है h इज गिवन फॉर मी. पावर इज इक्वल्स टू वर्क डन डिवाइडेड बाय टाइम. वर्क डन इज इक्वल्स टू हाउ मच फॉर मी mg into h डिवाइडेड बाय टाइम. पावर कितना है n टाइम्स ऑफ योर 100 दैट इज इक्वल्स टू मास ड्यू टू रेट यानी पर आवर मतलब m by t is given as of your 9 into 10 power 4 पर आवर बोल रहा है ना तो इट इज 3600 into g की वैल्यू हो जाएगी 10 into height is given as of your 40 इंटू कितना है राइट नाउ ये 50% यानी 0.5, ठीक है ना। इसको कैलकुलेट कर लीजिए, इसकी एन की वैल्यू आ जाती है और डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन ये भी। आई होप यू कैन डू दिस वन। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, two objects of equal masses have been placed at a certain distance from each other, attracts each other with a force of if one third of the mass of one object is transferred to the other object, then the new forces will be equal to how much for me? Gravitation का formula है, I can use the formula F is equals to capital G m1 m2 divided by your r square. So F is equals to capital G, two objects of equal masses of a certain distance of each other attract with other force F. If one third of one object is transferred to the other, यानी अगर वन थर्ड आपने ट्रांसफर कर दिया तो रिमेनिंग कितना हो जाएगा, ट्रांसफर टू द अदर, द न्यू फोर्स विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच फॉर मी। तो वन थर्ड अगर ट्रांसफर कर दिया तो दैट विल बी इक्वल टू 4m डिवाइडेड बाई 3m, एक में रह जाएगा और एक में m प्लस 1/3m हो जाएगा, दैट मींस 2m डिवाइडेड बाई 3 डिवाइडेड बाई इसका r स्क्वायर वैल्यू, so you can get the value of your force acting on that body। तो ये कितना आ जाएगा देख लीजिए, gm will become how much for me, और f into this will be 8/9 कुछ आ जाएगा, ठीक है ना, डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन। Next one. A charged particle is released from the rest in a region of steady, uniform and magnetic field which are parallel to each other. अगर दोनों parallel है तो obviously you move in a straight line. Question number 8 देख लीजिए बेटा। A sample of an ideal gas is taken through a cyclic process ABCA as shown in the figure. It absorbs 40 joules of heat during a part AB, no heat during BC, and rejects 60 joules of heat during CA. A work of 50 joules is being done on the gas during the part BC. The internal energy of the gas is 1560. The work done by the gas during the part of your CA will be equal to how much होगा? अगर ये डायग्राम देखा जाए basically, so for this one, work done from your A to C, from your B to C, this one is from B to C, will be equal to minus of 50 joules, and delta Q from your B to C will be equal to how much for me, 0, and delta Q from your A to B, that is given in the problem as of your 40 joules, then delta Q from your C to A will be equal to minus 60 joules. So Q of your cycle will be equal to 40 minus 60, that will be equal to work done in this one, and delta W will be equal to minus of 20 joules, isn't it? Total work done means work done from your BC plus work done from your CA will be equal to minus of 20 joules. So work done from C to A will be equal to minus 20 joules minus work done from your B to C. So it is minus 20 minus of your 50. So this one is right now for me minus of minus, this will be, this is minus 20 plus of your 50. So this will be equal to minus of your 30 joules. Minus of minus, it is a plus, this will be equal to 50, ठीक है ना। तो वर्क डन ड्यूरिंग द पार्ट ऑफ दिस वन विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच, जो भी आंसर आ रहा है चेक कर लीजिए, ठीक है ना। चलो, what will be the effect on the root mean square velocities of oxygen molecule if the temperature is doubled and oxygen RMS dissociates into atomic oxygen right now? For this is also good question, लेकिन again direct question ही है। VRMS का फॉर्मूला लगा लीजिए, VRMS is equals to under root of your 3RT divided by capital M। तो इनिशियली VRMS के लिए बात कर रहे हैं, तो इनिशियल मास कितना हो जाएगा बेटा VRMS के लिए, तो मास ऑफ ईच एटम ऑफ ऑक्सीजन कितना है बेटा, m है, देन मोलार मास माफ करो या डिसोसिएशन करो, दैट विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच फॉर मी, 2m, isn't it? So initially it will be equal to your 2m, as the temperature is double, the oxygen molecule is been dissociating, तो इसका VRMS वैल्यू कितना हो जाएगा, इसमें टेम्परेचर क्या हो जाएगा, डबल बोला है, तो यू कैन यूज दिस रिलेशन एंड डू इट आउट। आई होप डायरेक्टली यू कैन डू इट आउट, करने की जरूरत नहीं। In the series limit of wavelength of Lyman series of hydrogen atom 912 angstroms, then the series limit of the wavelength of the Balmer series will be equal to how much? Direct formula है 1 by lambda is equals to r into z square into 1 by n1 square minus of 1 by n2 square, ठीक है ना। इसको सिंप्लीफाई कर लीजिए, आराम से आ जाता है, डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन नहीं। ये वाला देखिए, two junction diodes, one of germanium, another of silicon, have been connected as shown in the figure to a battery of EMF 12 volt and load resistance of 10 kilo ohm. The germanium conducts at 0.3 and silicon conducts at 0.7. When the current in the circuit, the potential terminal of Y will be equal to how much? यानी इस वाले डायग्राम के लिए Y वाले के लिए मतलब जर्मीनियम एंड सिलिकॉन है, तो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस अक्रॉस द लोड रेजिस्टेंस विल बी इक्वल टू 12 माइनस ऑफ 0.3, सो दैट विल बी 11.7 वोल्ट, क्योंकि germanium conductors 0.3 volt ना बेटा, and silicon conductors 0.7 volt, so both germanium and silicon are connected in parallel, so when the current being the flow, the potential difference remains to be how much for me, 0.3 volt only, so no current will flow through the silicon diode, so no current will flow, so the potential difference across the resistive load will be 12 minus 0.3, that is 11.7, and D will be the answer for this। The space inside a straight current carrying solenoid is filled with a material of having susceptibility दे रखा है. Susceptibility मतलब psi की वैल्यू दे रखा है 1.2 into 10 to the power of your -5. What fractional increase in the magnetic field inside the solenoid with respect to air as a medium inside the solenoid will be the equal to how much? Relative permittivity is equals to 1 plus susceptibility na beta. So it is 1 plus susceptibility is 1.2 into 10 power -5. फ्रैक्शनल चेंज पूछ रहा है तो फ्रैक्शनल चेंज के लिए अगर मैं बात कर रहा हूँ सो इट इज म्यू आर माइनस ऑफ 1 आ जाएगा तो दैट इज म्यू आर वैल्यू विल बी इक्वल टू 1.2 मतलब 3 मतलब 1.2 हो जाएगा 1.2 into 10 power -5 दैट यू कैन डू इट आउट डायरेक्टली एक डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है उसके बाद देखो टू पैरेलल लॉन्ग वायर्स के 0.2 मीटर्स अपार्ट ऐसे टू पैरेलल वायर्स है दे आर कैरिंग द करंट ऑफ योर x एम्पियर इन द सेम डायरेक्शन तो इसके अंदर x एम्पियर है और इसके अंदर भी x एम्पियर है इफ द फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन पर मीटर ऑफ ईच वायर इज 2 into 10 power -6 then the value of x approximately is equal to how much force per unit length का फॉर्मूला बेटा F is equals to mu naught I1 I2 divided by 2 pi into दोनों के बीच की दूरी that is nothing but d 0.2 meters है right now this is 0.20 meters everything is given for me in the problem force भी दे रखा है 2 into 10 power -6 है that is equals to mu naught की वैल्यू 4 pi into 10 power -7 है करंट मुझे मालूम नहीं है x square divided by 2 pi into your point इसमें सब x की वैल्यू सिंप्लीफाई करके निकाल लीजिए आराम से निकल जाता ठीक है नेक्स्ट वन two sounding bodies are being producing the progressive waves of I1 is equal to 4 sin 400 pi t and Y2 is equal to 3 sin 404 pi t where t in seconds are situated near the ears of person. The person will hear how many number of your beats. अब देखो पहले number of beats निकालो n1 is equals to omega divided by 2 pi. First one में omega दे रखा है 400 divided by your 2 pi. This value will be equal to 200 hertz. उसी तरह से n2 is equals to omega 2 divided by 2 pi that is equals to 404 into pi divided by 2 pi that will be equal to 202 hertz. So number of beat frequency will be equal to how much for me n2 minus of n1 that is 202 minus of your 200 that will be equal to 2 beats per second. ओके इंटेंसिटी मतलब क्या फॉर्मूला हो जाएगा बेटा I max डिवाइडेड बाय I minima विल बी इक्वल टू A1 प्लस A2 डिवाइडेड बाय A1 माइनस A2 का पूरा होल स्क्वायर A1 प्लस A2 मतलब एम्पलीट्यूड दे रखा है इसका A है और इसका 3 है सो इट इज 4 प्लस 3 डिवाइडेड बाय 4 माइनस 3 का होल स्क्वायर दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 49:1 ठीक है ना नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन An electromagnetic wave propagating in the x direction has a wavelength of 8 mm. The electric field vibrating y direction has a maximum magnitude of 60 volt per meter. Choose the correct equation for the electric and magnetic field if electromagnetic wave has been propagating in a vacuum part of relation. तो पहले magnetic field निकालो B naught is equals to E naught divided by C. E naught की वैल्यू कितनी है बेटा in the problem right now? Magnetic field में दे रखा है x direction में maximum magnitude of vibrating. The electric field दे रखा है 60. The magnitude मतलब E naught. B naught मतलब E naught divided by this one. यानी 60 divided by 3 into 10 to the power of 8. यानी this one is 2 into 10 to the power of -7 Tesla. This is the value of your V naught 2 into 10 power minus of Tesla. ठीक है ना तो अब इसको देख लीजिए कितना आ रहा है बेसिकली और डायरेक्शन अगर मैं देख रहा हूँ तो दोनों परपेंडिकुलर रहेंगे तो E bar cross B bar must be the direction of the propagation. So B must be in which direction? Z direction. It should be in your Z axis के direction. ठीक है ना तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड along y axis will be equal to 60 into sin 5/4 into 10 power 3 into x minus 3 into 10 power 8 into t along your j cap. उसी तरह से bz की वैल्यू होनी चाहिए bz value must be equal to 2 into 10 power -7 into your sin this will 5/4 into 10 power of your 3 into x minus 3 into 10 power 8 into t. This will be in the direction of k cap. That will give me the answer for. ठीक है ना? Sure, direct question. Next one. In Young's double slit experiment performed using the monochromatic light of wavelength lambda, when a glass plate of thickness x lambda is introduced in the path of one of the interfering beams, the intensity at the position where the central maxima has occurred previously remains unchanged will be equal to how much? यानी path difference का फॉर्मूला लगाना. What is the path difference formula for this one बेटा? Unchanged के लिए path difference must be equal to mu minus 1 into t must be equal to n into lambda initial के लिए. So mu value कितना दे रखा है 1.5 refractive index minus 1 into thickness. Wavelength of thickness is right now for me x lambda is equals to n into lambda. Lambda and lambda will get cancelled. So x value will be equal to how much for me बेटा? X value 1.5 मतलब ये कितना हो जाएगा 0.5 and x by 2 is equals to your n into n, and x value will be equal to 2n, isn't it? So for n is equals to 1, x की वैल्यू कितनी आ जाएगी 2, ऐसा कर लीजिए सेंट्रल मैक्सिमा की, ठीक है। लेट k1 k2 ये भी डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है, होप यू कैन डू दैट वन। एंड मासलेस रॉड ये भी डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है, isn't it? इसमें क्या है, यहाँ पर देखो massless rod is suspended by two identical strings A, B and CD of equal length. A block of mass is suspended from the point. यहाँ पर कहीं पर block suspend किया हुआ है. Point was such that VO is equals to your x and remaining will be equal to L minus x. It is observed that the frequency of the first harmonic in AB is equals to second harmonic in your CD. यानी इसमें ऐसा आएंगे और इसमें एक आएगा ऐसा, ठीक है ना। तो इसके अंदर टेंशन T1 होगा और इसके अंदर टेंशन T2 होगा। तो अगर T1 T2 निकाल रहा हूँ मैं, दोनों के फ्रीक्वेंसी सेम है, तो 1/2 into your L is into your under root of T1 divided by mu is equals to your 1/2 loops है ना, तो 2 और 2 gets cancelled, under root of T2 divided by your mu. So from this one T2 is equals to T1 divided by 4. For rotational equilibrium, for a body to be in rotational equilibrium, T1 into x must be equal to T2 into L minus x. So x value will be equal to L by 5. ठीक है ना? 19 पर. A solid sphere of mass capital M and radius capital R is having a moment of inertia about an axis passing through the center of mass I, recast into a disk of thickness T whose moment of inertia about an axis passing through its edge is perpendicular to its plane. Then the radius of the disk will be equal to how much? Moment of inertia of a solid sphere कितना होता है बेटा? I is equals to 2/5 m into your r square होता है. The moment of inertia of the disk कितना होता है? Moment of inertia of the disk will be equal to 1/2 into m into r square. The moment of inertia of the disk through its edge अगर पूछ रहा है, तो what will be the answer for that one? But this one edge will be equal to how much for me? I is equals to your moment of inertia about the center of mass plus m into your r square. And this is your mr square divided by 2 plus of your mr square. And this will be equal to 3/2 mr square. Since both the moment of inertia are same, दोनों के लिए I1 will be equal to, I1 is equals to moment of inertia of your disk ले लीजिए. यानी 2/5 m into capital R square is equals to 3/2 m into your r square. इसको कुछ नाम दे देते हैं small r. तो r की वैल्यू निकालना, m गेट्स कैंसिल एंड इसको सिंपलीफाई कर लीजिए, r इज इक्वल्स टू 2r डिवाइडेड बाय रूट ऑफ योर 15. दिस विल बी द आंसर फॉर दिस, ठीक है। चलो नेक्स्ट वन. ए बाइनरी सिस्टम of masses ma and b are moving circular paths of area r and rb, t and tb are time period. The revolutions of ma and b will be equal to how much? So in binary star system beta, angular velocities are equal, hence they have the same time period, and omega will be equal to 2 pi divided by ta, that is also equal to 2 pi divided by tb, and ta will be equal to your tb. Direct question, fourth option. The student in the laboratory measures the thickness of the wire using the screw gauge. The readings are 1.22 mm, 1.23 mm, 1.19, 1.120. तो पहले इसका मीन ले लीजिए. X value is equals to 1.22 mm plus 1.23 mm plus 1.19 mm plus 1.20 mm divided by कितने readings है? 4 divided by 4. ठीक है ना. उसके बाद इसका डेल्टा निकाल लीजिए. डेल्टा x will be equal to how much बेटा? डेल्टा x is equals, इसका एरर जितने भी आ रहे हैं बेसिकली, so that will be 0.01, isn't it? तो इसका x वैल्यू अगर मैं सिंपलीफाई कर रहा हूँ, this is coming out for me 1.21 mm. तो इसका एरर will be 1.21 minus 1.22 minus 1.21 and 0.01 plus this one is 0.02 plus this one is 0.02 plus 0.01 divided by 4. That will be 0.015 approximately. So इसका परसेंटेज एरर निकाल लीजिए. परसेंटेज एरर is 0.015 divided by 1.21 into 100. ठीक है ना. तो x by 121 आ रहा, तो x की वैल्यू ऑब्वियसली कितनी आ जाएगी? 150 आ जाएगी. ठीक है ना. डायरेक्टली दिस इज 150. उसके बाद Zener diode. The Zener breakdown voltage of VZ is equal to 8 volt and maximum Zener current of your 10 milliampere is subjected to input voltage of 10 volt. With a series resistance of 100 ohms in a given circuit, RL represents the variable load resistance. The ratio of maximum and minimum values of the resistance will be equal to your how much for me? Directly मैंने n number of times class में करवाया. पहले current calculate करो बेटा. Total current flowing in the given circuit will be equal to 2 divided by your 100. ठीक है ना. That will be equal to 20 milliamperes. Total current will be equal to IZ plus of your IL. So potential across the load resistance will be equal to your IL into RL, that is 8 is equals to 10 into 10 power minus 3 into load resistance RL max निकलेगा इसमें से. सो इसको सिंप्लीफाई कर लीजिए. सो आर एल मैक्स वैल्यू विल बी इक्वल टू सम अराउंड 800 आ जाएगा. उसी तरह से IL की वैल्यू कितनी दे रखा है प्रॉब्लम में. करंट थ्रू द लोड विल बी इक्वल टू योर 10 मिली एम्पियर्स. दिस वन इज 10 मिली एम्पियर्स if IZ is taken as of your 0. That means IL max will be equal to how much? Maximum current इसमें कितना हो सकता है? 20 मिली एम्पियर्स will be the current. ठीक है ना. So I got the VL max. So VL will be equal to your IL max multiplied by RL max. Then minimum resistance होना चाहिए at that time. So this will be equal to 8 by your 20 into 10 power 3. That will be equal to your into 10 power 3. RL max निकल जाएगा इसमें सर. So this will be your RL max or minimum. Sorry. So this is 400. 400 is equals to RL minimum आएगा. तो RL मिनिमम आ गया. तो रेशियो पूछ रहा है. तो RL मैक्स डिवाइडेड बाय RL मिनिमम, that will be equal to 800 divided by 400. That will be equal to, ठीक है ना. 23. In Young's double slit experiment, an angular width of fringe width is 0.35 degree on a screen placed 2 meters away from particular wavelength 450 nanometer. The angular width of the fringe when the whole system is immersed in a medium of refractive index 7 by 5. So beta value will be equal to 0.35 degrees है ना, into 5 by your 7. Refractive index है ना. So beta is equals to angular fringe width beta divided by mu is equals to 7 by 5. That is 0.25 आ जाएगा. So beta value is given as of your 1 by alpha, that is equals to 0.25. तो alpha की value कितनी? Obviously 4. Direct question. Fourth one. ये क्या है? 60 watt monochromatic light source radiating in all direction vacuum. The amplitude of electric field in SI unit a distance of 2 meter from the source. A direct question है. I hope you can do that one. All resistance in the figure are 1 ohm. The value of the current ये भी direct question है. Question number 26 देख लीजिए बेटा. A capacitor C1 of capacitance कितना 5 microfarad is charged to a potential of 30 volt using a battery. The battery is then removed and the charged capacitor is connected to uncharged capacitor C2 of capacitance 10 microfarad. When the switch is closed, charge flows between the capacitor to equilibrium. The charge and capacitor will be equal to how much? Now before closing the switch beta, charge will be equal to C1 into V0. C1 is 5 into potential is 30. That will be equal to 150 microcoulomb. This is before closing. Before closing the switch. Before closing the switch. अब जैसे ही switch close कर दिया, after closing switch, V will be equal to Q divided by C1 plus C2. So total charge is 150 divided by 10 plus of your 5. That will be equal to 10 volt. So Q2 will be equal to C2 into V. C2 is your 10 into potential is equals to 10. That will be equal to 100 microcoulombs. That's it. 26. A convex lens of the focal length 40 cm is held coaxially 12 cm above the concave mirror of focal length 18 cm. An object x centimeters above the lens gives rise to an image coincident with it. The value of x will be equal to how much? अगर final image coincide करना है बेटा with the object, then the ray must be retracing their path after reflection from the concave mirror. तो दोनों एक जगह ही पढ़ना है, मतलब the distance of the image from the lens will be at what बेटा? Radius of curvature. Isn't it? यानी r की वैल्यू अगर मैं ले रहा हूँ बेसिकली distance of your image and u will be equal to r minus of your 13 centimeters. Radius of curvature is 2 times of focal length. 2 into 18 minus of your this one is right now how much for me? 13 centimeters. जो भी आ रहा है इसको देख लीजिए. 1 by v minus of 1 by u is equals to 1 by f. So from this one I can get the value of your object distance. Image कहाँ पर पढ़ना है? 24 पे. ठीक है ना? Distance of the image कहाँ तक आएगा? That will be equal to 24 centimeter minus 1 by हो जाएगा minus x, that is equals to 1 by 40. तो इसमें से x की वैल्यू निकाल लीजिए. डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन. ठीक है ना. नेक्स्ट वन. A liquid of density 750 kg per meter cube flows smoothly through a horizontal pipe. The tappers in the cross-sectional area A1, A2 दे रखा है. The pressure difference between the wide pipe and narrow pipe is given as 4500 ampere pascal. The rate of flow of the liquid will be equal to how much? Use the Bernoulli's theorem right now for that one. So अगर ये वाला ऐसा है basically ऐसा कुछ है. यहाँ पर एरिया A1 है और यहाँ पर एरिया A2 है. और यहाँ पर प्रेशर P1 है और यहाँ पर प्रेशर P2 है और यहाँ पर वेलोसिटी V है और यहाँ पर वेलोसिटी 2V है. ठीक है ना. So using the Bernoulli's theorem I can write here P1 plus half rho into V square is equals to P2 plus half rho into your 2V ka whole square. So this is 3 by 2 into rho into V square is equals to P1 minus of your P2. तो इसमें से V निकल जाएगा, V is equals to under root of your 2 times of your P1 minus of P2 divided by 3 times of rho. इसमें से वेलोसिटी निकल जाएगी. तो rate of flow पूछ रहा है, rate of flow मतलब Q, Q is equals to A1 into V, isn't it? So A1 की वैल्यू दे रखा है, प्रॉब्लम है, V की वैल्यू दे तो that will give me the rate of the flow. ठीक है ना? क्वेश्चन नंबर 29 देख लीजिए बेटा. Uniform disc of mass EM for capital M 4 kg, radius 10 cm is mounted on a fixed horizontal axle. The block of mass 2 kg hangs from the massless cord that is wrapped around the rim of the disc. During the fall, the cord does not slip. Hence, there is no friction at the axle. The tension in the cord will be equal to how much? So ये जब रोटेट कर रहेगा ना बेटा, इस पे जो फोर्स लगेगा, यहाँ पर एक टेंशन T लगेगा, तो यहाँ पर एक टेंशन T लगेगा. So obviously ये रोटेट करेगा, तो moment of inertia of this body is given how much? Half into m into your r square. So that is equals to your half mass is given for me 4 into 10 centimeter है basically. So 10 into 10 power minus 2 whole square. So simplify कर लीजिए, that will come out for me 0.02. ब्लॉक के ऊपर देख लीजिए बेटा, मास कितना है राइट नाउ 2g यानी 20 आ जाएगा, इसके ऊपर टेंशन T और इसका एक्सेलरेशन विल बी A is equals to R into your alpha, isn't it? अब इस इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन लिख लीजिए, A टेंशन T हो जाएगा और ये रोटेट कर रहा है विद एन एंगुलर एक्सेलरेशन अल्फा. So fourth equation क्या हो जाएगा? As the body is moving in the downward direction, 20 minus T will be equal to 2A and R into T will be equal to I into alpha. Radius is 0.1 into surface tension T is equals to 0.02 into your alpha. So also I know the relation A is also equal to how much for me? R into your alpha. So ये alpha is equals to कितना हो जाएगा? Alpha is equals to A divided by R. ठीक है ना? So putting these equations in these two above equations, we can simplify for the value of your tension, isn't it? So इसमें से acceleration भी निकल जाएगा, tension भी निकल जाएगा. You can just take care of that calculation. Next one. A car covers AB distance with first 1/3 at a velocity v1 and second 1/3 at a velocity v2 and last 1/3 at a v3. If v3 is equals to 3 times of v1, if v2 is equals to 2 times of v1 and v1 is equals to 11 meter per second, then average velocity of the car will be equal to how much? So v average will be equal to, V average is equals to L divided by total displacement by total time. So it is L divided by V3 plus L divided by V2 plus L divided by V1 into 1/3 AK car. So simplify it, we'll be getting some around 18 meter per second.